Okay, what I'm doing today is making a finger tab. All I do is take a thick, heavy leather, cut it out to my finger width. Then I'll take it and place it in my palm. Then I'll measure it down. First off, I got that at the wrong angle. My workshop hasn't been delivered yet. I guess it's still being built. And hopefully when it gets here, I'll be able to find things a lot easier. I hope. Let's see if that fits more comfortable in my palm. Couple reasons why I went to making my own. Finger tabs is every time I buy one, I really have to adjust it to fit my hand and make it comfortable. And another reason is to buy a good finger tab, it's going to cost you more than it does just to make them. And I may not test it out today. Because man, it's cold out there. It's about 17, 18 degrees. We got snow yesterday. And I picked up a cold. I think I'm getting to the back end of it. And I hope so, because I have to go to work Saturday. And yes, I do have another job. I retired from the DOD, which I can tell you right now, their retirement plan really sucks. Because healthcare and all that, they'll eat up your retirement check really quick. Healthcare isn't all that great. Now, like I said, this is 3/16 inch cowhide. It's roughed out on one side. The other side's a smooth finish. Now, I don't know if this is going to work, but it's elk hide. It's textured. It may draw a little bit of drag on the string when I release, because what this will do, it'll sit up against this portion, the thicker leather. Then this, when I cut it out, will set just like that. I'll do a saddle stitch around Well, first I'll glue it down in place, let the glue dry, then I'll punch holes and I'll saddle stitch this into it. I'm not going to have you sit through the entire thing. I will stop it at each stage, but I am going to cut the pieces out. Then I'll get them all set up. Then I'll start the camera again and show you the glue process. I'll glue it down. Then I'll do some other adjustments. Then I'll start to punch the holes. Then I'll stop it until I get the holes punched. Then I'll show you a few stitches on the saddle stitch. Then I'll stop the video again. Then I'll start it back up at the finished project, okay? Alright. Okay. I've got all three pieces cut out. Got the backing, which is a thick leather, a thinner, softer leather, then this piece. Now, what I'll do is get some sandpaper or a pocket knife or something like that, and I'll rough up this area on this one, and I'll rough up this area here. Then I'll take my glue, my leather glue, I'll take this piece, get it set, get it on there, then I'll put glue on the top of this or the back of this, and I'll take that, get it lined up, clamp it down and let it dry. It'll take 30 minutes to an hour for that to dry. So, see you in a short. Okay, I got it glued up. The glue ain't set yet, but that's basically what it's going to look like. Once the glue dries and I get the holes punched, I can clean up the edges and be done. Well, saddle stitch it. Poke 2 holes in it here. So I could put an elastic band through it, a little bungee cord, and a little slide adjustment, which will allow me to adjust it to my finger, keep it on. And then I'll have a new shooting tab. When I get ready to saddle stitch it, I'll come back and I'll show you how I stitch it. Okay, got it glued together. Now I'm going to start saddle stitching it. What I do is I'll take my string, I'll measure it one time around, then I'll take that and I'll fold it 4 times. So that way it's 4 times as long of what I'm wanting to stitch. And sometimes I put one extra because I like a little more string hanging out at the end. That way I can tie it off, burn it. Once I'm done, I got a piece that long. Well, that was doubled over. A piece this long. Then I'll get my needles out. Find the right ones. There it is. I'll take one of them. Thread the needle. Before I do, I got to find my wax. Like I said, before I thread the needle, get the needle set, I'll take some beeswax. Same thing I use for my bowstrings, which it does quite well protecting your bowstrings. I use it on my compound bow, and that string's been on there for 15 years, 10, 15, something like that. And about the same on my recurves and my longbows. I'll wax up the string really good. It helps it to slide through the holes, but I used a hole punch to punch holes in this. Now I'll take it, bring it through, and I'll take about an inch and I'll poke the needle through the thread about 1 inch where you got it like that. Locks the needle in. Locks my needle in. Take whatever I'm sewing. These I start right in the middle at the top. Even out my thread. Take one, push it through. Then I'll take the other, wrap it once, and push it through the same hole. Then I'll take and pull that, which locks it in. And this process just goes a little bit faster. That'll smooth out once I shoot with it a few times. And I'll burnish this. Smooth out the edges down here. And there you have it. I got a new finger tab. In leather, it probably cost me about, well, leather, bungee strap, bungee cord, and the collapsible catch. Maybe $2. And putting it together and all that, except for gluing time, might have been 30 minutes. So, give it a try, guys. Save a little money. That's all I got for you today. I'm not going to try it out today. It's a little too cold out there. About 17, 18 degrees. So, and I've already got a cold. Not COVID. Cold. I got a cough and runny nose, and that's it. No fever, no nothing else. So, keep the arrows flying, have fun, be safe at it.